Greetings, my Geminis. This is Damien from HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, here to do y'all's July general love reading. And I know it seems like I haven't been with my gems in forever. Y'all have been riding with me the most as far as, just resonance and support. One of the most. And I do try to stay consistent with that type of energy with the people who are reaching out the most, who are, viewing, like, and so on the most. But, here's the reason why I can't say sorry, Gemini, is because, and I've done this with y'all once before, where it's just happened that way. And then the burst of Geminian energy that I would feel would just be overwhelming, and I would know I have to do the video like then and there. So it's basically talking about like divine timing, and that's sort of what you're reading. No, fuck sort of. That's exactly what your reading is going to be about. Once we get into the two crowning cards here, we will actually talk about that, and then we're going to pull some tarot. Just want y'all to know though, let that be, if it may, an application to your life and what we're about to get into here. Patience, patience, patience. So even though it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since Geminis, you got your last video, thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding, and let's get into it. We've got Unag, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. That was the first card we got there. And then we have Smoky Quartz Celestial here. Geminis, I feel as though when we talk about patience being a virtue, like, you really are on the brink of something great, okay? With this crystal that we have here, the Smoky Quartz Celestial, we talk about a lot of shadow work that's been going on, facing fears. Gemini is very daring, known for having very daring energy. So we talk about, daring to go where others may not, being bold, having an emboldened spirit to be able to say, hey, I know that there's change that needs to happen. How do I reinvent the wheel? I think when we talk about transmutations, like, two of the signs that really do it the best, but in their very own different way, are Scorpios and Geminis. You know what I mean? And that's what you're doing. Really, what has you with the ability to end this karmic cycle that extends beyond this past person that you may have been dealing with is understanding the shadow work aspect of it and looking within and seeing basically the lessons that one has to teach you, opposed to just holding on to some facet of love or whatever. When I did my daily Instagram post today, the message that came out was just like needing to basically let go of certain feelings or situations. When it's dead, it's dead. When it's done, it's done. And there are greater things for you. What it's meant for in times like this is to have a very clear stellar gateway chakra, very clear crown chakra. Okay? All of the crown-oriented chakras, you basically want to be clear so you can understand the messages that are meant to come through. Those messages will generally come through lessons. Many of you, through this shadow work, though, are not only learning patience, but you're realizing that success comes from not just dedication, but faith. So all the work that you've been doing has been great. But I feel as though, as there may have been a level of impatience and you just wondering why things haven't worked out this way yet or that way yet, like you've done all the work, it's because faith is the other part of it, and that's what the universe is saying, stop, pay attention to, okay? Take the time to meditate, take the time to ground and center, have your clairvoyance at a peak, and what you'll be able to do is make sound decisions, okay? I feel like there's one more thing I wanted to touch on. Yeah, I feel as though through all of this growth, though, many of you may even be going as far as quitting substances, which is pretty cool. When we talk about just coming full circle here. Here we go. 5 of coins. To the Queen of Coins. I want 4 more. Too many? Okay. So, take a look at the Virgo reading. I'm already going to say, because too many again, because so many of you might resonate with that judgment. Because many of you may be dealing with a Leo, with a Virgo in your chart, Gemini. But it's just kind of weird how this reading is going about. Okay. I don't know how this turned into a fucking how they feel about you reading or whatever. But so we essentially, through your independence, okay? Through the independence that you've gained and really setting a stable foundation for yourself, okay? For yourself. Not needing a partner, though really inviting love, worrying about putting in that work and that dedication to achieve the energy of the Queen of Coins. Has somebody feeling left out in the cold. Now, the conflict that arises is that they're not ready to put something to rest. So I feel like in July, you're going to continuously get offers as this person realizes that it's actually over. Realization hits, actually over, because it hasn't been hitting. It has not been hitting. And it's fucking, okay, and what I think is happening is, with where you are on your path, that energy is just kind of fucking with your progress. And I think you might be trying to figure out, like, what is the purpose of this? If there are any lessons to get out of this, why do I feel like every time I deal with this person and think about this, it seems to fuck up my personal progress? I feel like that's where Gemini is coming from. And your personal progress actually has some personal business involved too, where for a lot of you, you've already moved on to someone else. Or not fully, but you're definitely in someone else's arms. You're definitely in the throes of someone else. It's very apparent that you were trying to shift gears here and put your all into another situation. And I feel like this person's not having it. Now, what I will say is, for you Geminis, like the way I've seen it in the past, they were coming up like pages and stuff. And, or if they weren't coming up as pages, they were coming up as like the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, and not in a good way, you know? So when we talk about somebody who's changed a lot, and this is probably what's fucking you up too, is that you see that they have. Now, are they like 100% a different person? No, but noticeably so, sure. And, you know, they're coming up as the Knight of Coins here. Now, there's a solemn nature to the energy of the Knight of Coins. So you see how he's looking as he's extending this pentacle, head down, kind of sad, because what's before his eyes are 3 hands touching when he only hopes for two. This is somebody who hopes for a Two of Cups situation with you. But instead, either they see that you were dating, serial dating. They know that you are having sex with other people, like literally giving, exchanging energy and giving energy in that regard to others. I just got the weirdest download. Okay, so some of y'all might, I'm not gonna say this person is a weirdo, but the notion that I got was that there's something that this person finds sexy. I don't know what the exact word is. It's something about like this fetishized idea, like this person who knows that you're out there with other people or seeing someone else, like imagines it. Like, I don't know, I'm getting like some like strange like voyeur cuckolds type vibes. Like this person kind of has the extent of, like, to the extent that they're, how do I put this without offending? Seriously, you know how people have their quirks, right? And sometimes quirks are left behind closed doors because if not, they get judged, which is funny because we do have judgment on the board. But, and it's not related to that. But anyways, it's just funny. Yeah, I think that one of the things, like, as someone who has like low self-esteem, as someone who, has like ego issues, as someone who is just a little emotionally immature and fucked up, actually like has this weird like thing with kind of getting off to the whole idea of you being with other people. Does it fuck them up? Yeah. Do they want to be with just you? Yeah. But like, it's weird because I was getting the energy, and before all this even came, I'm like, why am I thinking about like threesomes and shit? Like threesomes, like, and I'd rather look at the Three of Cups and get threesomes. Maybe the joyfulness card in my Sibyl deck. But anyways, it's almost like, I don't know if this person feels as though they see you as the Queen of Coins. You are the Queen of Coins. They're coming as the Knight of Coins, which means they upped their game a little bit from where they were. They don't foresee you taking this pinnacle because you're obligated. You got your hands dabbling in some other shit. So it's almost as if this person might try to come and just try to be cool with you and just, be like, hey, I'm not tripping over anything. Like, hey, I keep doing what you're doing. Like, that's what's up. Like, I don't mind. Actually, I just kind of want you in my life. Maybe we could set something up to where, I don't know. They, like, a weird proposition, where they just proposition you for, like, multiple people involved in some sex. Like, I don't know. Because they think that's what you want, Gemini or some shit, and you're just going to be like, nah, I'm over here doing me. Oh, wait. Oh, Gemini, wait. Oh, The hell? Gemini. Ooh. No, ma'am. Two of Cups. Nine of Wands. The Sun. Eight of Wands. Not gonna lie to you, it kind of seems to me as though something does kind of happen with, like, maybe them trying to be okay with you being with other people. Maybe you laid it down like, look, I really don't want anything to do with you anymore. Maybe you still want to, fuck Gemini, and you're just like, look, if we, you're trying all this stuff, if I see you, it's only going to be on the terms of this. Like, that's it. or just whatever, and then they're meeting you there. Whether it's, you know, some freaky deaky stuff like having a threesome and then having to see things they don't want to see, slash do want to see. Like there's the cuckold part and then there's the heartbreak part because they love you. Or it's just literally them, you know, still, like, even if it doesn't get that extreme, but that will be for some of y'all, you know, them having to get these like breadcrumbs from you when they're trying to grow and elevate to like be your king of pentacles, right? Your king of coins, and you just putting your energy elsewhere, trying to see what flows best for you, see what's right for you, realizing that you're on the brink of greatness. You realize that success comes through faith, not turning around back to a situation that, you know, has already proven, you know, just not worthy. You know that there's more out here for you. Okay? So I think there might, like, this ending period, because we have judgment on the board, and then we already know where you're at. But with this ending period, I'm kind of sensing that you end up finding love out of whoever you're dealing with, right? Whoever your past partner knows that you're seeing. If you've been seeing one person, yeah. If you've been seeing multiple people, you've like narrowed it down. And then, like, you know, you start, you know, developing commitments from there. And there's a lot of communication, things moving fast. We got the Eight of Wands and the Sun. There could be moving. You could decide you're gonna move closer to this person, moving with this person. Or just like the complete energy of moving away fully from this past person. However, now let's just clarify. Will there be some, okay, emotional dissatisfaction, stalking, nostalgia, the Sun and Strength. You're totally dealing with a Leo. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So essentially, yeah, you're gonna go off and you're gonna find someone that you're really into. And I think that the person that you're dealing with is still going to try to be around in your life. I don't know how. And it seems as though they might be down for whatever you want to do. Like, I promise you, for those of y'all who aren't traditional relationship people, they will be down to do whatever you want to do. If y'all, I don't know. Like, it probably even extends to like polyamory. I think some of you might even try to entertain having an open, like, sexual relationship. I advise against that. I highly advise against that because shit, that's what's really going to impede your growth. Now, one thing that I was noting in a prior video is someone who will use subtle ways to stay in life to fuck up future blessings. That's exactly what this would be here. I wouldn't really go for any of that. If you, before you get serious with someone else, decide you want to have a little fool around fun, go ahead and do that. But don't let this person be a part of something new that you're building. But then again, like I said, I see you kind of going off with this person anyways, and just kind of leaving this other person out to dry who's still just going to try to be whoever they can in your life. Is there some shadiness surrounding this? Because there's something I'm feeling right now. High Priestess. Exactly what I was But I'm gearing towards sitting on a crescent moon chair. Power reversed. Queen of Swords. Star. The Ace of Cups. The Seven of Wands. So it looks like you have like a very solid partner, or like, you know, the person that is coming in, and they're going to, like, the nail in the coffin, as far as it looks with you dealing with this person, is gonna come when there are attempts to be sabotage between your past person speaking or reaching out, trying to dish tea, dish secrets, or anything like that on you, you know, to the new person. And the way that they handle it is they're gonna defend you and really just kind of shut that shit down. And you're gonna find out and you're gonna be like, oh yeah. And I just think that's just gonna be it. And you're just gonna say bye. And there we are. And then that's, I guess, when you ultimately see that this person will like do anything to sabotage or derail in the, you know, as far as getting you back. When we're patient in this process though, for everything working out, and you wrecking your brain on like why there's still the remnants of this person, there are things still left to see and experience. And it's going to be a little interesting seeing how all of this plays out for you from having a spout of like non-committal fun to falling in the arms of someone else and still kind of trying to have that open for play and interpretation. And then again, this ex comes with some bullshit, tries to fuck it up for the new person, but the resilience is within you and this new person's relationship. So that's basically that. Drop some comments and let me know how you fit in with this reading, Gemini, because I'm really interested.